It was about 10 or 12 years ago, I think now. I was in New York with my mum, and I don't know if it's still there now, but there was a huge Virgin Megastore there back then. And on the main floor, it's half DVDs and it's half books. There was maybe even a few VHSs back at this time. So anyway, we're in the book section, and I'm flicking through a few books, and like Mum's picking up books too. She can't read them, but she'll still pick things up and touch them with her fingers and sort of get her face right up to it to try and make out what she's looking at. I think it was The Punisher had come out, the one with John Travolta and Thomas Jane, not the Dolph Lundgren one. I left Mum where she was. I kept one eye on her and then went to look through the DVDs. And I was flicking through for a while, couldn't find what I was looking for. Looked back up, and Mum was in a different part of the bookstore with a book in her hand. But the odd thing here was there was something sort of like sticking out from the centre of it, just millimetres away from her face. She had her head sort of shoved right in it. So I thought, that's really weird. Started making my way over there, and it was about halfway that I thought, what have I done? As I realised that Mum had inadvertently wandered into the adult book section, and she must have found what I can only assume is the only adult pop-up book in the Virgin Megastore. And by the time I was right up next to her, she's got this book, this thing in the centre just jutting out, just millimetres away from her face. I got up beside her and I said, "Mum, what are you doing?" And she looked up and she said, "Chris, what is it?" I said, "Mum, it's a willy." We closed the book and we left Virgin Megastore. I completely forgot about Thomas Jane and John Travolta and The Punisher. I did see the film actually a few months later, but I've got to tell you, there's not enough action in the world to wash away the memory of the Virgin Megastore, the adult book section, my mum, and a cardboard penis.